follow boys. Follow them. I'm going to follow boys. You get my house about they sleep for bed with other boys. Nonsense, I show. I come from Kaduna. It took a lot of violence. I do Sharia. Can't you grow banta? I think beauty is makeup. I don't do makeup for this house, but if we smell like fine.
Yo, yo, you guys. When I was watching this fight, I was just like, how do I come on here? How will I come on here and explain to you guys that big so take note of the big inside this so big so picked up a beef with Dede that ended up resulting in a fight because of three grown men, like three adult men that did not send her, by the way, that did not send her any work whatsoever. And then there was also Sultana in the mix, just basically her fighting for her family members that are not answering the same surname with her. Like, I've not seen this kind of thing before. I was just watching and I just kept being amazed. The name calling, the drags. I'm like, all for what exactly? For something that has no business with you. And you had conversations with like one or two people and they told you, free this thing. You say no. You still want to carry it on your head. Like, hey, not every person not go see for this season of Big Brother. Because man, it's just all so crazy. I was thinking that I'm going to even begin this video with like the party and then go according to how things happen. But I was like, let's just begin with this particular fight because my brain is spinning me at this point. I just need us to let's just get that out of the way. We are still going to analyze like every other thing that happened, the conversation that IMISI and KAYBOBO had, midday and bright. So many things happen actually, like sort of things that happen here and there. Victory, like it was a whole chaotic situation in the house last night. So let's just, take everything one step at a time. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video. So, what was the genesis of this fight, or what was the genesis of this whole situation? It was midday. She first of all started this conversation with that big so. I saw them having a conversation. I didn't even bother capturing it because I was like, okay, maybe it's nothing serious. And then when the conversation now, when their mics were now turned on because the camera was focusing on the others, it was just like me they telling her don't like there's no need to address Sabina. She was trying to like call her to order on what she was saying, like she should not reason things like that, like this thing is none of her business, it's not really her business, or it's not really her fights to fight and all of that. I was like, okay, let me wait for midday to go and talk to somebody, let's really understand what's going on. And then Media went upstairs. She now spoke to Dede, right? And then explained everything. But first of all, the second person that Soso met was Koi. And apparently she was talking about the way Dede has been moving, saying that she doesn't like how she has been playing with the guy's emotions, right? And that in fact she said Jason sorry, Didi has been sitting down with Jason for more than an hour because Didi and Jason had a conversation yesterday, last night. So she was like, JJ has been sitting down. Didi has been sitting there with Jason for more than an hour. Meanwhile, Sultana has been there waiting, and that's why did she have to spend that long? I'm like, is she the one you're supposed to be addressing, or Jason, or like, what are you talking about?
Don't play around with people. She's not cool with Sultana. Sultana is my sister, yeah. It's like there's a behavior I'm seeing. I don't like it. Now all of a sudden you're talking to Jason for more than 1 hour. What the fuck are you talking to for 1 hour? When Sultana is here waiting, you can talk to him small and leave.
You see the way Coin was laughing. I was also like, I was laughing too. In fact, not that I was laughing, but like it was just funny. I was just looking at it like, what is your what? See, you people. In fact, let's just continue. Let me just continue talking about like how the whole thing played out, right? So she still kept on like addressing the thing, and for that particular situation, my question was, you said Dede is not cool with Sultana. Now Jason is the one that has something with Sultana. But then it's Dede that's the problem. You're blaming Dede for not spending a shorter time with Jason and giving him the free will to go and spend with Sultana. Meanwhile, Jason is the one that has something to do with Sultana. Why are you not calling Jason out for probably leaving that conversation and going to meet Sultana that was waiting for him? in quotes, because Sultana was not even actually waiting for him. So I don't even know where her own this is coming from. She was around, yeah, but she was not exactly waiting for him. So why is it not just Jason that you're calling out in that situation, right? So it made no sense to me. So she said that one. I said, okay, na no wala. She said that one. Koyin had to even laugh. Now she now went on to talk about Koyin's situation, and she brought up the fish thing again. And Koyin was like, "I don't have a problem with this thing. You say if you can even call me cat tomorrow, I'm not going to have a problem with it. As far as I know that this thing, I know what I have with this person. I'm not trying to pursue any kind of I'm not trying to chase this person. I don't have any emotional connection with this person. We're just friends. So why should I be offended by that, right? So that was his own point. She now brought up Kola, saying that okay, so why is Koyin always spending so much time with her, that he should give Kola some time and some space. I say, dear, it's concern you and Kola, and him giving Kola space to spend with Dede and whatever it is.
Because once people say you're cool, and I will tell her that this is why I've been giving you issue. You don't have any emotional connection. Why people I see people on the same bed? I can sleep on my friend's bed. Okay, you know me, I'm not used to a lot of things. You see, why don't you just excuse, let him come and spend time with me? Because you people spend the full day. I don't care. Maybe because I'm very old.
Is the very old for me? You see, me because I'm very old. Baby girl, according to your age on the platform, you said you are 28. So where's the very old even coming from? And how is it that you're like mommy of the house? We know you're doing all mommy of the house, whatever. She now said that they're like family to her. That's Jason and Kola. She was like that they're like family to her, and that all this behavior, like all these behaviors that Didi is displaying, they don't show like somebody that is in a relationship, and these other people should be considered. She was just still repeating the whole thing of like her guys. I'm like, do these people know that they are your family members? That's Jason, Kola, Coin, Sultana. She also spoke about Sultana. Do they know that they're family members? Because the way you're saying it, somebody would think that it's the same mother and father that gave birth to you guys. Then for Mide, after the conversation that she had with Sultan, with what's her name, Big Soso, she now went to relay the gist to Dede. She was like telling Dede that even in that conversation, she was explaining to Big Soso that this thing is not that deep. These people are just friends. There's no need for you to be like stressing yourself or getting all worked up over the situation. They're just friends and they know what they stand for. Then Big Soso now started bringing the whole moral grounds, I mean, a moral thing. And Mide was saying that even Bright, that I'm with right now in the house, that I like, we have even kissed. He has a girlfriend outside of the house. And Big Soso was like, that one is different. Like, are you seeing the double standards here? You're talking about this person being with these other people, having like close relationships, or talking to these other people. Meanwhile, Bright has a full blown relationship outside. Media also gave the example of Jason that she's fighting for, still has a relationship outside. You're fighting for Jason to be with Sultana, meanwhile, has a relationship outside. So, you know, you have to stand one place there. You have to pick. Are you trying to protect people's relationships? Are you trying to judge? If you're judging, judge straight. If you're not judging, don't judge, that kind of thing. So it's like double standards for like the guys that she's trying to protect, and then Dede is the one that is the villain, or the one that is not doing what she wants, or being the wicked person.
She was like, yeah, I just like your vibe. It's different. Well, mine is not different. Do you understand? They have just as a girlfriend, She said, okay, have some fun.
Since she likes Sultana, Abina, he likes Sultana, whatever it is. Now she now went to have a conversation with Dede, because she was already telling them that she was going to have a conversation with Dede. Although the points that she made, the point I missed was when she said that it was Mide that approached her to like have a conversation with her about her giving Dede attitude. I think maybe Mide noticed something, or maybe there's something she did, and Mide had to ask her like, maybe do you have a problem with this babe? And so now explain what her issue is with Dede. So Mide now told her like she should try and sort it out. She should try and solve the problem, and that's what gingered her to go and have a conversation with Dede. That was how the storyline went, right? Now, before this conversation, that conversation that Mide and Dede were having, Dede was already like irritated, and she was already feeling some type of way. So I kind of knew that this conversation would not go well. And they already told so even Koyi told her not to have this conversation with Dede. Koyi told her that I would explain what you need to know to you. Like if there's any confusion or if you need to know anything, I will explain it to you. She was like, no, she has to free her mind. She has to tell her mind so that she can free her mind. I said, okay, now proceed. I mean, I go ahead. Now she was talking to Dede about like the whole situation, right? She now said she doesn't like that's the way she's behaving. She's not behaving like somebody that is in a relationship, and she's not being all straight. But that she spoke to Koyin. Koyin said he's fine with it, but she was just giving like her own view on the whole thing. She was telling Dede how she felt about it.
Going is my friend. Caller to his people I consider as family. Just I've seen behaviors from you that it doesn't show that you have somebody. It is none of your fucking business. I took it personal because, like I said, in most people that I'm close, calling them fish was quite personal to me.
Now calling them fish was personal to you, as in as per what? And she's saying that all of them, so all of them now are like family to her, like all of them, not even one or two. If you say Koyi is a Muslim, and you can say okay, maybe they have like that whole connection there, but like all of them now are like family to you. And then that's when she was not telling her that she spoke to Coin, and Coin said he doesn't have any issues with it, and he doesn't have interest in her in that regard or in that manner, and that she's not being straightforward, right? She also mentioned something about her being selfish. I mean, she's acting selfish. So because at this point, Dede's facial expression was already giving, okay, wrap this up or be done with your own speech. Let me now say what is on my mind. It was almost like she was about to offload, but she was just allowing Big Soso to like finish saying what she was saying, right?
It's not straightforward for me to even be cool with her. And that was one of the reasons why I took some things personal. I couldn't even stand talking to you for long. But I spoke to Koyi, he said he doesn't mind. If people are just cool, he has no interest in you, blah blah blah. If people even decide to date, fully support it.
Hey God. She said that if they decide to date, she fully supports it. Who needs your support? Your support is not needed. Like your support is not. Is it like as per mother of the day? You're giving your blessing as per mother of the day. If you decide to date Koyi, you support it. Like what is your support supposed to do in that whole situation, right? Then she was not talking about Kola liking her. Kola, she has spoken to Kola, and Kola really likes her, but that she spends more time with Koi. She spends a lot of time with Koi. She was telling Dede that she spends a lot of time with Koi, and that's when her facial expression really, really changed. Like, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not responsible for how Kola feels about me. That's I'm talking about. I'm speaking like as per Dede now. She's not responsible for how Kola feels about her, and her spending time with any other person in the house should not be any concern of yours. If she's spending all day every day with Koyin, like doesn't concern you now. The people that you're supposed to be speaking to are the guys. If you're so concerned about them, go and have a conversation with Kola. Go and have a conversation with Jason. There's no reason why you should be having this conversation with Dede. Like, what is she supposed to do? Like, did she think that when she came to have this conversation, Dede would just say, okay, that's fine, I'll stop talking to them. I'll now. What was she expecting? What was the result she was thinking she would get from this conversation?
During the discussion I had with Kola, he has told me that he really likes you, but then again, you spend more time with Koyi. So I'm like, you playing around with these people's feelings. I don't like things like that. Like I said, it's not my business. But I have a habit of inheriting what does not concern me. So after this night, I will stop.
So I like that she said that she has a habit of inheriting things that does not concern her, and after this she will stop because that's literally what she did, right? Now for Dede's angle, like I said, she was already pissed off even from when Media was giving her the gist. I feel like maybe if Media had not given her the gist and she came into this conversation like just like that, maybe she would have not been so pissed off and she would have maybe not responded in a pissed off manner, right? So when she just responded, she just told her, see, I don't care how you think about me. I don't care whether you like me, you don't like me. I don't know you from anywhere. Like, if you feel any type of way that's on you. Like, just keep it to yourself. That she's talking to Big So. That she doesn't care how she feels about her. That she didn't even notice that she had an issue with her. That she did not notice all of these things, right? And then she now proceeded to say, sorry, she now proceeded to talk about why is this thing okay. So she now still spoke about like the guys, and she's like, okay, I don't care how you feel about me, but what is not okay is you now talking about my relationship with these people and now making it seem whatever way it is. That's our own concern. If it's about me and you're not talking, I don't get issue. But you now intruding in my business and being all entitled as if I owe you something, that's where there's an issue. And I also said something about her being selfish. She now said, yeah, 100%. I said it in my audition that I'm selfish.
It is not your business if I choose to act like I'm in a relationship or I am not in a relationship. We don't know anybody from this house. It is a level of entitlement that is coming from you that is very. It is not okay. You don't feed me in this house. I made you don't because I feel like feed me as well. 100%. And that is what I said in my audition, that I'm a selfish and stuff like that.
So the whole thing of her saying, "Oh, I feel like you're very selfish" and all of that. So that's what like made this is the point where the fight now really escalated, and then Dede was saying her own. The thing that now made it crazy was when Soso was like, hey, if you want to be doing a shower walk, you continue. I'm like, from where to where? How is this a shower related? Like, it's not as if this person has been going around and doing the most and collecting money from these people or collecting something from these people to knock or to do certain things with them. Like, where did that even come from? So now started saying it was almost this insult started from Soso because from Dede's angle she was saying she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She like it was obviously like I would say that she was like would I say being mean about it, obviously. But the insult started from Soso when she talked about her being selfish, and then now spoke about her now started saying something she wants to do a shower walk and stuff.
If you don't like me, stay 10 foot away from me. I genuinely do not care. If you have a problem with your boy, please, just leave it. If that's who you are, that's what you get it. Because that's who the fuck you are. I don't care if you want to follow boys. Follow them. I'm going to follow them. If you want to follow boys. You get my house about them. Sleep for bed with other boys. Nonsense, I shall.
So she went on and on and on. There's nothing she didn't say Dede is dirty, she doesn't wash pants, she doesn't do this, she doesn't cook, she's not her beauty is not about makeup, this one, that one. She was just bringing in things that now made it seem like her speech or her whole thing was coming from a place of some form of insecurity or something. Because why are you dragging all of these things? Like, if it's about the fish thing, if it's about her being whatever, you're now saying, oh, you think it's about makeup, you think beauty is this, beauty is that, who do you think you are, and stuff. Like, it was given, from where to where, and why is her personality being dragged?
Go and find better women that have sense, not stinking habits like that. Person when they smell. They come from Kaduna. It took a lot of violence. I do Sharia. Can't you grow banta? You think beauty is makeup? I don't do makeup for this house, but if we smell like fine,
You're saying a lot of things I don't
because you came here, I mean it.
So she said this whole thing several times. Even when she was having a conversation with Coin, she was talking about makeup. If both of us stand, nobody's comparing. Like, I don't think there's ever a time where Dede said she was comparing herself with you or anything. You both are beautiful. So why are you trying to like do it like it's some form of comparison where you're like, oh, you feel like you're a better woman because you cook and you do kitchen, whatever. She said she told Dede to help her in the they told her to assign people to help in the kitchen. She called Dede said she wasn't going to do it, that she used that one to drag her to, like, they're not in any form of competition to as to who is a more, I don't even know the word to use for that, but there was no need for her to go that angle. Anyway, enough for the fighting part. Let's now talk about the other things that happen in the house. One ex handy, we're doing the DJ walk. They did the DJ walk for last night. for the first half. That's the first hour, and then we had DJ Flow. The party was partying. This is their, I'll say this was their best party. This was their best party this season, right? One X Handy, they played nice songs, yeah, but their transitioning was so, like, there's one I even captured. I literally captured how they transitioned from one song to another because it was so not it at all. But as for the songs that they were playing, they had a good playlist, but I think they should really, really like check, like try to improve in terms of like transitioning from one song to another. It's now that I realize that that's in a serious talent. And then DJ Flo, she had better transitioning. She also had better songs that were like hyper, like the house beats were way more hyper. And also, obviously, a Accordo enter system. So the party was more, had more vibes in the second part. And she was even trending number one on Twitter. And I like it for her because in the house she didn't really get to show herself that much. So this was an opportunity for her to show that side of her. So I'm really happy for her, right? So she did well, they did well, they loved it, they loved seeing them when they went entered into the party hall. I'm happy for all three of them actually, like being able to have something that brings you back into the house. Now the Jason and Dede conversation, Jason was basically telling her that you know, he thought that he missed out. I say, hey, wahala. And so the friendship won't take come back. I tell him that he missed her, and she was saying that she tried to talk to him after the whole fish thing, but he shut it down. So that was like the chance that they had to talk, and he didn't say anything. That's when he was now saying that okay, that he actually missed her and all of that. On the they point heart out.
I tried to speak to you second, and you didn't.
Actually, doing so. No matter how mad I am at you, because I am actually doing mad at you. I told you that I actually did the show. It took this long because I had a lot to figure out.
Hmm. Yesterday, Jason's fans were not happy at all. Like all this while that he has been ignoring her, they've been like, yes, 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 no. They've been happy with him just like being on his own, only for him to come back to talk about missing her and everything. Because there's one time that Dede was having a conversation where she said that he was going to come back, and they were like, nah, he doesn't. Sorry, nah, he doesn't care about her and everything. I think they both care about each other on that friendship level. Maybe a little bit of feelings here and there. I don't know, but I think that care is there because this last week, Jason has been like when you're in your villain era, the whole smoking. He said he smoked a lot, right? So smoking a lot, and even with like the tasks, some of them he didn't really put it in his all. So I don't know. Anyway, there was a point where she was saying that um she didn't want to be in any kind of triangle that she didn't want to be in any form of triangle. He was now saying that this whole thing, the fish thing and your own situation, didn't he like put me in a triangle? But the way he was saying it was like, would I say a little bit aggressive? She was like, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk. I say, hey, sorry, sorry, ma. We're very sorry.
Who do I have to be in a triangle with someone?
What if you said, doesn't it feel like a triangle? What does it feel like?
Now, if we can
What does it feel like?
It's
not like
don't
it's to the
talk to me like
wall,
that.
duh.
Don't talk to me like that. Let's bring it out and talk like adults.
I said, sorry, ma. Then she now addressed the thing of like him coming at her. Like she said, the initial issue because he was saying that she's the one that started the not talking thing by it's calling almost like calling off the friendship that time that the peeing thing, the kissing thing happened. And she was saying that the reason she was really pissed off then, which she expressed to him then, was that he used to call her out for doing things, making her feel some type of way. And meanwhile, he was the one doing the most, right? And then he now said that, sorry. And then he now said, what did he even say to her in this part? Anyway, she was just like talking about her own parts. Then yeah, she said that so Sultana so he could like make peace or sort things out with someone that kissed someone else, but with her he did not like give room for them to reconcile. He was not saying that's because their own relationship was deeper. I say, hey, deeper life, ni. And that she doesn't understand how deep it was for him. Gege. Hmm.
The main reason for that went very far was because I have conversations with people and you feel a certain way. Meanwhile, you were doing worse than I was.
I had Konya had a case with Sultana as well. I was disappointed on both sides.
Somehow, you fix the issue with someone who kissed someone. But me who said something,
Because my relationship with you is deeper.
let's be for real.
You don't understand how deep that was relationship. That's why you don't understand how hurt I was.
Hey, deeper life, need deeper life. Deeper life, go. That be smart thing, though. Hmm. Eh, so what is going to happen with him and Sultana now? Like, or what was that whole Sultana thing about? Like, is that one just like a, what would I even call it? Safe that one situationship or being a anyway. I like how Sultana handled it. Sef. I like how she spoke about it and what she said, which we're going to get to like in a few minutes. So he was telling Gigi that the reason he likes Dede or with Dede is just friendship, that they're just friends, right? And but that he likes that she kind of rubs off on him in a good way because she stays disciplined, she has like these strict boundaries and stuff, and it helps him. And then with some other things that he does in the house, it keeps him grounded basically because Dede also spoke to him about his smoking, just telling him that that has to stop now because it was this last week that he started smoking. I mean, he picked it up again and that he has to stop that and then he has to get more serious with tasks and bring back that competitive side of him. So it was just her advising him the old way they used to as friends. So he's like, okay, that talk alone has like more like set his mind in the right direction. So he was telling Gigi that he likes that Diddy has that effect on him, right?
We're friends. That has been established. I am attracted to the principle she moves with, and it keeps me in check. There's some things that I said I wasn't doing this house.
So whatever this week is, you can always fix it. It's the ability to fix something. Knowing that's how you feel good. Knowing that people are so happy that you're in their team.
So yeah, that was his own. I saw him take NG. Sorry, that was what how the conversation went. For me, I'm all yeah, whatever. One is just like this whole thing with Sultana has just been. I guess anyway, he said they're just friends like himself and Didi. So I guess there's nothing more to it. And for Sultana, she was having a conversation with Imisi. Imisi was concerned about her and how she was feeling. She just told Imisi that this whole thing, she's not responsible. I mean, other people are not responsible for her feelings about them, and that this whole thing is just showing her more like it's just giving her clarity that that's all she's getting from it, clarity, and then she will not be able to know how to move going forward. That she has seen things, and this one is not going to like stress her like that.
But to be honest, at the end of the day, I don't own anybody. And whatever is happening is just helping me narrow down whatever it is. Like to know who these people actually That's it, like I would allow you show yourself.
So yeah, I think you should keep that energy. Like, okay, since you have decided that this is how you're going to move, it's not my fault that I liked you. I liked you. I liked you. Fine, fine, fine. And if you decide to not like me back or not really not like me back, if you decide to move a certain way, that's on you. I'm going to just maintain my lane. What would not make sense if she goes to like starts like trying to get him to no, not to explain, trying to get him or trying to explain I don't even know, but she should just leave it like this and just maintain whatever it is. But they're in that house, so anything can happen. Now, Victory has been on Joanna's case for quite some time, and Joanna has been telling him that she likes her individuality in the house. She doesn't want any extra thing with them. And then this night, she just said it to him again that she doesn't want a friend that has an emotional connection with her. Like it's difficult having someone being like that as a friend, knowing that okay, the person wants something different.
As much as I need a friend, I don't have a friend that is emotionally invested in me. I'm a friend, but at the same time, I'm with a stranger to you at the same time. I didn't know you 4 weeks ago. I'm so tired of hearing Victory, Joanna, Victory, Joanna.
But later on, she finished saying her this thing, and then she stood up and left because he wasn't. He was kind of. He understood what she was saying, but he wanted what he wanted, and at some point, he was just asking her whether she wants him to like leave and stuff. She didn't really say anything, but she later just like left the conversation, and she went to talk to Rude Boy about it. Rude Boy has been their middleman. Rude Boy went to mediate. Anyway, kind of negodu. So Imisi and KAYBOBO, they have reconciled. Finally, they've been showing subtle signs before, but it's just this night that they really had a full blown conversation. And she was telling him that he should not judge her by what he's seeing here, whether good or bad. He should not judge her to whether to be a good person or a bad person. That when they go out, he's going to see like a different side. He's sure going to understand her better, and you'll be surprised. He was not asking, okay, so are you a good person or a bad person? She was like, she doesn't owe anybody that explanation, but like, just when they go out.
I feel you shouldn't judge me based on how I have. You don't really put in all your effort thinking I am a bad person.
I don't think you're a bad person.
Yeah, I'm putting in your effort and thinking, yes, I'm a good person. Okay. You won't be shocked outside that. Whatever perception you have about me, and that is going to fuck whatever.
So yeah, she's just telling him that his perspective of her would be different when they go outside. So I'm just like, are you passing a message to us? It's all right. Make everybody they play their game. Let the best player, carry on and as far as they can go. So Midday and Bright, there's a game that Dede introduced earlier on about like, it's basically a game of telling like the guys can choose who they want to spend the time with, who they want to be on their bed. So it's like Love Island coupling up. You guys can decide to couple up with different people. I think it's weekends or so that she said. She suggested the game. So Midday was saying that she was telling Bright that let them play the game. Bright was like he doesn't want to play the game. That Midday should not test him. So saying that for you to be scared to play it means that you know that you're going to fall and stuff. He now said that he's not going to play. He's not going to participate in the game. If she wants to participate, she should participate, but she should not tempt him and all whatnot, right?
Please, let's start this one game. I'm not interested in game. And if you're interested,
I'm interested to see what you're going to do.
that's it. You're interested to see what I'll do. And I'm not interested to do anything.
Us and our connection. That's what I'm interested in.
It's the connection talk for me. Connection, they usually use it very well in Love Island. Too hot to handle. Okay, just a connection. I'm feeling a connection with this person. Connected well with this connection. So she wants to test their connection. I say okay. It's fine to want to test your connection because to understand how the person is moving. But after you've tested it and the person fails, are you going to take action or you're still going to be there? There's no point of testing when the test result is not going to change anything, right? So she was also having a conversation with Kola about trying to. She wants to take a step back because she feels like they are being too mushy and also doing too much PDA. That what will her parents, her family people think, right? And she spoke about brides wanting them to kiss during that drama presentation, and she basically wants to try and take a step back with all the mushiness and stuff. Kwala now said that he thought that they've been doing things already. She said no, that they just pray and sleep. I said which form of prayer have you people been praying under the duvet? The things that we have been seeing, all this action we have been seeing. It's all right. She said they've not done anything. They've only kissed like 3 times, I mean 4 times. So we are going to try and take her word for it. So then it's we'll say aggressive cuddling. That's what she'll say when she comes out. Anyway, that's it for this video.
Rather than I should kiss him on stage. Just some kind of thing. I'm like,
I thought you guys always like every night. I thought it was like a normal thing.
No, we're always sleeping, pray and sleep separately. Recently, there was those like becoming closer this last parties.
Is it pray and we sleep for me? Anyway, let's not waste more of our time. Let me know what you think about everything. Bye guys. Love you.